They told us one tough, suffer the bump. One luxury, pay extra. Well, screw that. Today, we have M-Hero M817. I know you are not unfamiliar with this brand. So look here, this is M-Hero, but today we're talking about M817. All of you might wonder why this is not 917, because this is their second product in their lineup. Now, you might think 8 is smaller than 9, but let me tell you, this 8 is not soft at all. Now look here, this car next to me, it's quite big. How big it is? It stands at 5 meters. It has more than 3 meters of wheelbase. So this car has an equivalent size of Defender's 110. But to some of you guys, it might feel like this car looks much more narrower. But in real, this car is quite big. Now, we can see M817 has its family design, which is very, very similar to M917. But when you look at it, it feels and it gives you that young look. M817 is more acceptable to a wide range of customers because, not because of this look only, but the way it stands out in the crowd. So, as we can see in the front, this LED light design, the way the hood hops up here, and the front bumper. Let me tell you one small hint. The one we're driving today, it's a city road version, and they also have an off-road version where the front bumper is not with the same color as the body. But this one, which one we are driving, is a city road version where you can see our body paint is white as well as our front bumper. So as we are proceeding to the side, we can see the front wheel arches or the front fenders. It still got this muscular look as well as its bigger brother. But here, what I like most about it, this M logo, which illuminates. So this thing is a very nice, cool, unique design about this M-Hero. So as we move along, we can see that on the side glass, we have this M-Hero logo as well. And the interesting thing, on an SUV for a size like this, I haven't seen which got a mirror just like an Polestar. This is really cool design. I don't know if you like it. As we go back, we can see that it has a roof rail where you can have extra things or add-ons that can be added later on. And apart from that, it also got a extra pedal for getting in or stepping in to get inside the car. I think this is a very useful feature for a SUV, which is pretty high. You can see where it stands. And here on this side, we have the charging ports, slow and fast charger. You can see the LED rear tail light feels like a sword in my hand. Don't you feel so? And this is also an iconic design language. They have kept it similar with its bigger brother 917. To some of you guys, you might think that Chinese cars doesn't have unique design, but to me, I'm staying in China for this long time, I feel and I can approve that this car is absolutely an original design. So from here, today, the version we're driving, as I said, today we're driving a city road version where this one doesn't have a spare wheel in the backside, whereas this one got a box here where you can keep some extra baggage which you don't feel it can fit inside. For example, your dirty shoes and your wet underwears. Today, what surprised me most, not only this electric suction doors, another thing is that the wheel hub what is set here is a 20-inch wheel. The thing which makes me more crazy that it can fit a 35-inch wheel tire. Can you believe that? We have seen that in the morning workshop and they have told us, and it can be fitted all original equipment, that is OEM. So it's like factory offloaded product. You don't need to worry about warranty. You don't have to worry about its quality. It solves your hassle. It solves your worriness. Let me tell you something which you won't be able to find inside of the cars is that sound. Did you hear that just now? Let me put you on one more time. I open it. What does it feel like? You can put it in the comments. So yes, that sounds like a loaded magazine, right? And here, it feels like you're having a Desert Eagle in your hand, and not only one. So it means you buy one car, you get 4 Desert Eagles. That means on all the 4 doors. That is really cool. And you cannot find this on any other brands. I think this is maybe only special to M-Hero because it has this military background. So dashboard is wow. All I can see is soft padded materials. What manufacturer claims that it is covered with more than 91% of soft padded leathers or materials all over this car. You see, on top, we have this Alcantara, right? On here, we have leather. We have leather here, we have leather here, we have leather here, we have leather here. The seats are Napa leather as well. not only that, the door, this door that goes, even this part is also leather. So it's not that flimsy or those plasticky feel you have on this car. So the all-new Prado, I have tried it. The door doesn't feel this heavy. This is number one point. This is pretty heavy door if you compare with the Toyota Prado. If you compare with Defender, yeah, it's heavy, but it feels more premium, at least in this car. To a traditional off-road vehicle, let's talk about Toyota Prado. So it has no intelligent connectivity, or for example, this one, you can do everything with your voice commands. If you talk about Defender, that is Land Rover's Defender, the most cool thing you can have on that is a CarPlay. So right now, let me demonstrate how this AI voice command works. So follow me. 你好，猛士，帮我导航到西安，打开主驾驶窗户雨板，关闭空调，关闭遮阳帘。I said, open the window up to like a half, close the sunshade, turn off the AC, navigate to Xi'an. That's it. It's really fast. And the most important thing is that not only it supports Chinese, it also supports English. So even though this M-Hero doesn't sell it to your country, but if you want this M-Hero 817, you can contact me. I can help you ship this vehicle to your place. You might have pets. So whenever you have a pet, when you leave that pet in the car and you get down to grab your favorite burger or favorite dish from a nearby stop, so this car has some scenarios where you can have your pet stay in the car with a very moderate temperature and which will display messages on the screen that the driver is returning shortly, which is cool, don't you think so? For example, if you think about this in Toyota Prado, that is like a dream for them. If you think about this in the Land Rover Defender, oh, come on, you cannot see this kind of thing. So in China, we always say technology improves your life. When you talk about comfort, people say that you must be crazy. You talk about off-road vehicle and you ask comfort. These two things doesn't go together. But let me tell you something. Chinese engineers have solved this problem, where in this M-Hero 817, we can not only have such a nice multimedia screen to look in the back, also it's equipped with a fridge with that compressor, and which the temperature works between -6 degrees to 50 degrees, where you can keep your milk teas, energy drinks, or let's say talk about baby milk or your insulin. So for example, my dad, he got diabetes, so he needs to keep his insulin in the fridge. So this thing, which comes really handy for me when I take him outside with me. But Defender, I didn't see one though. Prado, I cannot even think about it. But this one, it solved my problem. Now, the car, you need a really nice seats. This seats, it offers heating seats, ventilated seats, and also massage. So many cars, they might provide you with heated seats, but ventilation, massage, Why I say twice? Because I have seen ventilation, but I haven't seen massage on Land Rover's Defender. So as I'm sitting on the second row of this M817, I can feel that this car is not that small, because as I said in the earlier, this car size, it's really up to Land Rover's Defender 110. So where you can see this is my leg space and this is my head space. You can have a complete flat bed. Mark my words, a complete flat bed. The space is equivalent to a 2 meter square bed. Can you imagine on a car like this? So you can put your cycling kits, your camping kits, and so on here. As an off-roader, as an electric off-road vehicle, I'm very sorry, as an intelligent off-road vehicle, this one is capable of very powerful V2L options, which means it can provide external electricity, especially when you are on outdoor trips. So here you can see there is 2 outlets. One of them is a 12-volt outlet, another one is 222-volt outlets. Apart from that, this car is equipped with an air suspension where you get 2 buttons here to lower the car or put the car up. Right now, I'm going to say something about M-Hero's 817 that manufacturers, I think, can put a little bit more attention to improve their product. Number one, the speaker outlet, the cover on the speaker that's made with a metal. So right now, if you touch it, it's really feel like it's gonna hurt your fingers or nails. I think they can polish it a little bit more so that it doesn't have that feeling. I mean, that sharp feeling. And the second thing I'm going to say is that it doesn't have AC vents on the B pillar, especially as this is an off-road vehicle. You might have a lot of things stashed up here, so which will block your AC vents on the center console, this area. Number 3, I haven't found any one-touch button where I can fold these rear seats, where I have to go all manual work here to fold the seats, which is okay for now, but for a price point like this, I think they can give this. It's not a thing for M-Hero. Before I go out for a spin, let me show you what this 817 had got inside. So here we can see there's a 1.5-liter engine placed horizontally to save some space for the advanced suspension setup which it got. Can provide power output of 505 kilowatt with an 848 Nm of torque from 0 to 100, which is capable to go in 5.2 seconds. You tell me, this isn't a car which can compete with a 6-liter turbocharged engine? Usually, traditional off-roaders, they are not comfortable to drive. So from the beginning, if I say, number 1, when you get into the car, when you start the engine, the moment you start the engine, if you talk about Defender, it's also got a 2-liter engine, but usually the 3-liter variant is more common. So it has a very loud noise. If you talk about the Prado, it is also quite loud, especially when the car speed is too low, let's say from 0 to 40 kilometers per hour. This range usually the most loud. But when I'm talking about this M817, this is really quiet, because this one has electric powertrain. Not only this one has electric powertrain, it has an engine as well. So it can work not only as an electric car, as a petrol car, and also as a red Defender EV. So one car can have 3 different characters. So as an off-roader, intelligent electric off-roader, what the manufacturer claims right now that this is a new concept in the market. So it helps you to drive very quietly on the city road. So not only it is quiet, it's quite cheap. So how it is cheap? If I say, let's say on your Defender, on your Prado, the oil consumption is pretty high, pretty expensive if you're adding 95 grade oil. Now, here electricity is very cheap, especially when you're charging your car at night with your home electric chargers or public chargers, those which you're using after 11 p.m. So you can save a lot of money. So in this way, M817 wins among those 2 contenders, Land Rover Defender and Toyota's Prado. Okay, the next part is I would like to say, when I'm driving this car, the steering, it's not that heavy, it's pretty light. Even though right now I'm driving this one, I have select sporty steering feel to make it heavier. Otherwise, it's too light. Really, it's really light. And you really feel not that much uncomfort, especially when you are driving for a long time or on a busy street. Let's say I'm driving today in Dongfeng city, which is a very crowded city and the roads are super complex. If you have seen my videos, you know that I live in Xi'an. Their roads are like pretty much straight. But here, the roads are like twisting and turns and bridges and passages and tunnels, and you know, like it can get super complex. If you miss one single entry or an exit, you would have a one-day city tour. Can you imagine that? The glass they're using here, it's a double-layer glass, where on Prado and Land Rover Defender, we have seen only it's a single layer. So this is a plus point for a car like this, at least on this price point. Outside China, people doesn't really care about all those attributes, all those parameters, all those features. But in China, people like to have everything in one go. I think this is one different thing about the consumers all around the world and in China. About the driving dynamics of this M817, company make an off-road vehicle, it's not that difficult. But to make an off-road vehicle, make it suitable for a city road, it's pretty difficult. For example, this car weighs about 2.8 tons, but it feels and it drives like just like a compact SUV that you're driving on the street, just like a Honda CR-V or like a RAV4 or whatever. So it doesn't feel that heavy, and the way it behaves on the road, the way it turns and twists, the way it's like changes its lane, the cornering, it's pretty amazing. This car is jointly developed with Huawei, so it comes with full stack Huawei high-tech gadgets. For example, the LiDAR unit up there and other 26 cameras and other units which are installed to assist this Huawei ADAS 4 system. What it does today, what we have experienced on this car, driving on this city road, that as a new person coming first time to this city, he gave me the feeling that this is like out of the world. Like For me, if I drive, I would use every other exit, every other intersection, every other roads which I'm going to. So how I activate this assisted pilot driving? So first I have to set my destination, and then once I set it, I have to press go, and then here on the screen it will show that it can be used. It's with a gray color, and then you have to press this lever twice to activate it. For example, right now I have set my destination already. Right now I can activate it just by pressing this lever. Yes.
Alright, let's break down this mind-blowing driving demo. When the traffic light turned green, the vehicle launched like a pro driver. Zero lag, perfect timing. Then came the real test, a slow truck ahead. Watch how the ADS instantly analyzed the situation, refused to overtake on the left with incoming traffic, but smoothly merged right when space opened. That decision making, faster than you checking your rear view mirror. The magic happened at the solid dash line complex. No hesitation, perfect lane discipline. On the bridge section, when encountering slow traffic, the system detected clearance on the left and executed a flawless bypass maneuver. But the real showstopper? The roundabout challenge. With a bus suddenly appearing at the intersection, the Vision LiDAR fusion system delivered 360-degree awareness, navigating through like it had decades of driving experience.
This is really helpful for novice, or especially those drivers, let's say, come to a new city. At least for me, I feel this is really helpful to me. For you guys, let's say, not all countries big as China, to be honest. See, the red light just turned green and it just started. All I have to do is look in the front, keep my hands on the steering, and just see. Now, for safety reason, I also keep my feet ready to press on the brake pedal. And you see the way it drives, pretty much like a professional driver, or say more professional than me. So after driving this M-Hero M817 for almost a day, I would like to say Land Rover Defender is just a luxury toy. Toyota Prado is just a tool. But this M817 SUV standing next to me, it's like a jungle tank. It's like luxury on wheels, a people's ark. Can you believe that? For less than $50,000 US, you can have this with all these features, with the total range, comprehensive range of more than 1,300 kilometers. With this electric hybrid powertrain, you can go anywhere. And with this sophisticated suspension and off-road capabilities, you can conquer any roads. It reminds me that less than $50,000, it teaches Toyota how to make vehicles more comfortable. It teaches Land Rover how to be honest. So our event just come to an end, and our content is up to here. If you have any comments regarding our videos, please leave your valuable comments down below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give me a like. So this is Lincoln. Until then, let's say bye-bye.